Chapter 8, A Gin and a Snare. In chapter 8, Isaiah continues with his prophecy of the Assyrian invasion. He also continues prophesying of the latter-day servant of God. Isaiah begins by saying that since so many covenant people had rejected the waters of Shiloah, or the peace and protection of the covenant, they would be inundated by the floods of the Assyrian. They had a choice. They could honor their covenants, or they could be invaded by the most powerful and terrifying army on earth. And if we have any doubt as to which land would be invaded, Isaiah says that the Assyrian army will, quote, fill the breadth of thy land, O Immanuel, meaning, in the last days, the land of the servant of Christ, whom God is with. Isaiah then tells the people that if they try to ally themselves with other powers or other armies, they'll be broken in pieces. In fact, all nations that resist the Assyrian juggernaut will be crushed, even the covenant people. The Lord wants them to trust Him, to put their faith in Him. But Isaiah says that will be too hard for many of these people, so they'll continue to appeal to others for help. As a consequence, the Lord of hosts, who should be a sanctuary to them, will become a stumbling block, even, quote, a gin and a snare, and many among them shall stumble and fall, and be broken, and snared, and be taken. As Isaiah makes clear, being married to the world rather than to the Lord will be a deadly snare for many covenant people in the last days. For all that Isaiah spake shall be. The combination of this Assyrian threat and a new voice of warning from a prophet will be a major test for the people. Many in Isaiah's day could not pass that test and paid for it with their lives. Likewise, we will face a similar test in the last days. We must trust God, not the arm of flesh. We must trust God's prophet, not the world. Heber C. Kimball of the First Presidency said, "There is a test coming, and who will be able to stand?" Indeed, there is a test coming, and as it turns out, Isaiah provides many of the answers to that test, if we'll just pay the price to learn them. Then Isaiah makes an interesting prediction. He says that as conditions worsen, many people, even covenant people, will turn to mediums and spiritualists for guidance. They will give up on a prophet they can no longer trust and will rely upon dark voices. For, as Isaiah says, the spirits speaking to these mediums will utter words devoid of light, quote, because there is no light in them. As Isaiah's timeline unfolds and an unbearable furnace of affliction engulfs the people, there will be only one path to deliverance: following God and His prophet. If they follow any other course, quote, they will roam through the land, and when they are famished, they will become enraged, and, looking upward, will curse their king and their God. The answers to the test are right here in Isaiah, if we will but pay the price to understand them. If you'd like to learn more about Isaiah's prophecies for our day, go to the website, thewordsofisaiah.com. I'll try to answer your questions there and show you how to get the book, The Words of Isaiah, that explains his prophecies as they apply to the covenant people in our day. I'm Curtis Taylor with The Words of Isaiah.